Well, here you are back on Night Sounds, Barry and Joe here in the evening time. And what are you saying? No or hello? Okay, two fingers, three fingers.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here.
See, if you're only listening to us on the radio, you're missing like 90% of what's happening. So you should follow us on our YouTube channel or on nightsoundsradio.net. We have links there. Or this radio station's website. Well, Joe, I had a little reminder this morning to check the traffic before leaving.
You actually left your house? I haven't done that in weeks.
I didn't, but Eve, my girlfriend, did. She had to go to work this morning, and if you, I don't know if I told you this, Joe, but she's had car problems for the last couple of months.
Of course you've told me.
A lot of
it's
issues.
been this like ongoing saga since like September of last year. So yes, I am fully aware of your car issue, problems, troubles, things.
She's got a little tiny car. It's like a golf cart, and I live on the bottom of a giant hill, and now she doesn't want to go up that hill to go to work. She has to go into LA to work. Well, so she takes PCH, the beach, the coast from where I live to where she has to work, which adds 11, right. 15 minutes.
She's over on the west side. So instead of going over a hill to just go over the 405 hill, she just like goes to the beach and like takes
and
it
then
over,
cruises
right?
the beach. I mean, you gain like 25 minutes extra, but it's a much stress freer commute.
Really?
It's all good. You don't have.
So man, that stretch of PCH like through Malibu into Santa Monica is like brutal during traffic. Brutal. It's like one lane each way, and it takes forever. I mean, it's not like 101 to the 405 is any better, but it's not. I mean, I guess the view's better, but.
Well, if you're leaving later in the afternoon or morning or early in the afternoon, then you can kind of skate by it. If you balance it out right, you can always get through a busy part of town if you do it in the off time. And so she had to be at work at 11. Okay. So she has to leave my house at 9. Let's say 9:35 to be safe.
Just to be safe, yeah. Give yourself 15 minutes, right?
You can't get into a habit of that, Buster, because you got to check the traffic before you go out every day, even if it's always the same. Because, Joe, did you hear what happened?
What?
Let me just show it to you.
Did PCH close or something because of mudslides or?
Take a look. Take a listen here.
Okay.
Skyfox made our way out to the Malibu, that is. And you can see it right there. Those are going to be those northbound lanes. Now, they've kept Pacific Coast Highway closed in both directions between Las Flores and Big Rock. A lot of these folks not getting that.
Ooh.
We're hearing that this is an ongoing closure as rocks are still continuing to fall out there. The alternate, definitely not anything easy. You got to make your way out to a freeway. But you see a lot of folks out here waiting for that to reopen. We don't understand. It will not open up anytime soon.
Yeah, dude. So,
did she get stuck and then have to take a canyon over to just go to the 101 to the 405?
No, she called me. She was like 100 feet, like quarter mile away from the rock slide. Because everybody else got that message. They watched, took advantage of looking at ahead of time and said, oh, there's a rock slide. I better take an alternate route.
Oh, did she just get stuck? She just got
stuck, man. And they had one lane going. And you know how they do that little train, the follow me truck. And then they take 40 cars and then everybody stop. And then they go the other way. That's what happened. So 2 hours had gone by and I get a call from her. I was like, hey, are you at work yet? And I look at her because we have this little app we share so we can see where each other's is. And she's like right in front of Big Rock. And I'm like, no, that's awful. So she ended up getting to work a little late, but she got through it. I mean, big ups to Caltrans for doing a really smack good job there, getting people through. But there was some people that didn't get that message, and they had gotten there at like 8 a.m, and they were interviewed on TV at like noon.
Still there?
I've been stuck here. I should have downloaded the app to look at the traffic. So it goes to show you always have to look ahead, which takes me to this other story here, Joe. You always have to plan your route because anything could happen. Now, this, you can't hear it. You wouldn't be able to hear it there if you're listening, but I'll tell you what happened. So there's this guy from New Zealand.
I saw this video. Being a snowboarder, I thought this was really interesting.
Well, then why don't you tell us what? Once you narrate
no,
this video,
go ahead. I want to hear your take on it.
Okay, well, there's
different.
This guy from New Zealand is in Japan, and he's just snowboarding. He's skiing.
No, he's skiing. Yeah,
he's skiing in like this is further than the quadruple black diamond. This is like uncharted territory out there in the middle of a mountain that the guy doesn't know the terrain for. He doesn't have a map. And then, so he's trekking along, and then suddenly
he's backcountry skiing.
Suddenly,
oh yeah,
he falls into a hidden waterfall and gets stuck there. And actually, I don't know what happened. Did he climb out? Did he end up climbing out?
Well, watch the video. You didn't watch the video. You said you watched the video.
I mean,
watch it. You just gotta watch it.
I stopped it when he fell in. I didn't want to see what happened. But does he get out? Can you spoil it for me?
Yeah, he gets out.
But he has to do it by himself.
It was a waterfall that was just covered by snow and ice, and he didn't see it, and just like crashed right down in through it. He dropped about it looks like about 10 to 12 feet. It looks like he's okay, and he is able to climb out.
I mean, I'm sure he's gonna be all right, but what a scare, man! I don't know what kind of app you'd need to like give you that kind of heads up. That's not like traffic.
There's actually a new app called Slopes that I downloaded and I wanted to try this year. It's just there hasn't been any snow locally, so I just haven't gone. But Slopes, I guess, is like the new snowboarding skiing app for different routes and things like that. It allows you to track the routes you take down the mountain. But videos like that and this next story that I'm going to tell you are why I never go backcountry skiing or snowboarding. I never go off course. Mount Washington.
Yeah.
In back east. I'm pretty sure
Mount Washington.
Mount Washington is back east. So I think it's in New Hampshire. It's a pretty big
in New Hampshire, right?
Anyway, people died. This woman fell off a cliff 300 feet to her death backcountry skiing. Like didn't see that the cliff was coming up and just tumbled 300 feet down, dead.
I mean,
and
that's
then
not
in
nice.
Switzerland, backcountry skiers died. They just found their bodies today. Don't go off course, people. There's plenty of fun to be had just on the groomed courses. Don't go backcountry. One, if you don't die, you might get your pass pulled for the season. Or if it's really egregious, they might blacklist you from the entire resort. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Dying is not worth it.
But it looks so inviting. Look at the picture there, Joe. It's just, doesn't it look just like a paved road? Who would in their right mind do that? Like, oh, that looks very unsafe. I think I'll go strap some plywood to my feet and then go get some poles.
Well, that woman was 20 that died on Mount Washington.
So do you ever go? So you don't ever go off the I
never go off
path.
No, I
but
never.
You can do like a black diamond though. You get to the. How high up can you go? Are you a professional in terms of like? Can you go up to the highest part?
I mean, I can go. I mean, I can go down a double black.
Was I with you when I had to take the guy had to come get me? Or did we go that time? And then I spent the rest of the time drinking hot chocolate in the thing. Yeah.
Did you, yeah. That's the one time that I took you and you bailed on me like within 2 hours of even trying. Come on,
I tried.
Man. You didn't try. I told you it takes a full day and you didn't commit. You gotta commit. And you didn't.
I had to be rescued, man.
You had to, well, you didn't, you got to commit and you didn't. I could have gotten you to a place where you could have had fun and been able to go snowboarding and enjoy the chill rides down the mountain. But no, you gave up after 2 hours.
I didn't have the app.
You didn't. You don't need the app.
I didn't have the app.
Just stay on the course.
All right. Well, be safe out there. And if you're listening to this while you're doing something active. Good for you. I hope you lost a couple pounds there, but be safe. Okay. All right. This is Night Sounds.